Well, howdy, partner.
Yeehaw.
Luke, we are back in Metal Gear Solid 3 Master Collection Volume 1, and today we are going to get all 64 Kerotans. They are little frog guys that are kind of like the collectibles in this game. It'll get us 3 achievements. Prince Charming for 10 gamer score for finding the first one. It Ain't Easy Being Green, 30 gamer score for finding all 64. And Under the Radar, 40 gamer score, which will get us the invisible camo, which there are other ways to get the active camo in this game, but this is one of the ways. So if you don't have it, you will get it when you find them all.
That's nice.
So you're probably asking yourself, why am I watching? Why would someone make this video in 2024 when there's like, ones from like 20 years ago when this game came out?
It's a valid question.
I love this game. I had so much fun playing it and over again and finding all these little bastards. There's the first one. That I wanted to do this. So here it is. This is my version. I think it's quicker. I think it's better. I think it's funner at parties. I think it's a better lover. So yeah, take that. I should also point out right now we are in the Virtuous mission, which is kind of like the tutorial kind of thing of Metal Gear Solid 3. You do need to find these, so make sure you get these ones before you start the Snake Eater mission.
And hey, these are probably not filmed on someone's TV with a second
That's a good
camera.
point. That's a good point.
Like a lot of those old collectibles, people just had to point a camera at their TV and just record. I mean,
and you know what? I watched those back in the day. I watched those.
Yep.
Those are great guides. But you know what? Why not watch it in 4K?
That's right.
That's all I'm
Why
saying.
not? And have our amazing commentary overlaid with it.
Yeah. Speaking of which, we're really just going to let this play. I will jump in when I think it's prudent. There are some ones at the end that are very difficult to get that I'll give you a couple tips on. But I mean, I'm not going to, we're not going to spell each one out for you. You got eyes. You can watch this. Luke and I are going to talk about our childhoods. Luke, tell everyone about your childhood.
My childhood was a mix of video games and probably trying every sport I could possibly imagine.
Sports, that's not going to resonate with anyone watching this. Do you remember the first time you played Metal Gear Solid 3?
It's a good question. I definitely remember picking up Snake Eater one point at the video rental store. And I was like, hey, this looks kind of cool. I had no idea what I was doing. But then when I saw the cutscenes and saw like that very first scene where Snake and Ocelot interact in 3, I was like, this is kind of cool. Like
iconic.
Yep, that got me hooked. And then I was like, wow, okay, this is sweet. And I remember playing Metal Gear.
Was this your first Metal Gear game?
It was.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Also, just point out real quick, we are now in the Snake Eater mission. Virtuous mission's done. There's only 5 or 6 of them. So make sure you get those ones. When you shoot them, they make a little noise. They go ribbit, ribbit.
But they
ribbit,
don't
ribbit.
Destroy, like they don't explode or anything.
And you can shoot them over and over again if you think
okay.
But once you hear the noise, you're good. There are a couple that are too far away that you won't be able to hear the noise, but they also jump a little bit when you shoot them. So like that. So just be on the lookout for that. You can shoot them with any gun you want.
Yeah, shoot him with your free infinite gun, eh?
Shoot him with your free infant gun if you play on very easy. Okay, real quick, got to point this out. We are backtracking now. So on the Snake Eater mission, once you make it to Rasavet and all those guards kind of rush you and Eva escapes on her motorcycle, we need to go back. This is where we started the Virtuous mission on. So you are seeing the levels kind of in the reverse way that you saw them a second ago. And the Kerotans are in different locations. So you have to get these ones.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. So make sure you backtrack because then you won't get these.
Is there something in the game that shows you how many you've shot?
No. There's nothing to track this. There's no way to know. You just have to pray to the Metal Gear gods.
Damn.
Yeah.
What was your first time you played Metal Gear Solid 3?
Oh, 3? Let's see. I think so. The first time I ever played 2, I was at Joe's house. You know Joe. And that changed my life. And then 3, I'm pretty sure I got 3 the day it came out. I remember begging my dad to get it for me, so I'm pretty sure we just bought it the day it came out.
Nice. I remember playing Metal Gear Solid 4 with you.
Oh, yeah.
At my house.
No, that was a good time. That's the only time I've ever beat 4. I hope the Master Collection Volume 2 is 4. I would love to play it.
Nice.
I don't think it's like a particularly strong Metal Gear game, but the Octo camo was cool. The Laughing Beauties, or the Beauties, were kind of... Beauty and the Beasts were kind of weird. But a lot of fun.
It had some moments.
So this is a swamp right after Rasavet. We're not backtracking anymore. We are continuing the story. You enter the swamp from the far side from where we are now. I've swam across the swamp, and it takes a long time, so I didn't film it.
Yeah.
And next to this tree down in the water, there's a little frog.
Oh, my gosh.
Fun fact, in this area, on the opposite side, is camo. That it's the rubber ducky camo. It's called like GKKO or something. And it's camo that makes all these things make a noise so you can find them easier. So if you want an easier time, pick up that camo. They'll make a noise, but you won't need it because this guide's so well made.
Just know where to go.
And this one's real easy to find. I think this was the first Kerotan I ever found. I think this one's so easy to find that I found it when I was a little kid.
You just looked at it and you heard it riveting over there.
I had no idea what they did. I just thought they were like dumb little things. They are dumb little things, but I didn't think they served a purpose. And then Joe told me that if you get them all, you get active camo. And
wow.
My goal in every Metal Gear game was to get the active camo. I just wanted to run around and clown on guards.
That's pretty powerful.
Yeah. You can get it in every Metal Gear game except for Rising Revengeance.
But, you don't need that. You're just...
Right,
you
yeah.
just
You
chop
don't have
through
time
everything.
to be invisible. So during the Ocelot fight, you have to go over here to the right, and there's a Kerotan over here. There's lots of guards that will shoot you, and lots of animals that will bite you and poison you, so just be careful. But there's a frog right there.
I've been bit and poisoned and shot.
All right, so here's the caves. I have dramatically lightened the footage. It is very dark in here, but this should be enough so you can all see. This is very early on in the cave. There's 2 waterfalls. This is just kind of a good reference point. You need to go down this side passage. Don't fall down that hole. And come up here, and then we gotta crawl through this little crevasse. And boy, I wish that was it. We got another crevasse we gotta crawl through.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's not easy being Snake.
Especially finding all these hidden little frogs around here, too.
And then when you get up, kind of to the left where you get up, mostly straight across, there's another little crevasse you have to crawl through. You also get the night vision goggles in the same room that I'm about to show you.
Oh, so that's handy. Might as well just go in here and get those.
Might as well, yeah. I'm showing you all the Metal Gear secrets, baby. You get them all here on Right Bumper.
Got all the goods.
But then there's this little hole. You can jump down there, but before you do, make sure you pick up the night vision goggles. And right above those goggles is the Kerotan.
Oh.
You can kind of see it up there.
Oh.
Hey, look at that guy. Look how cute.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a little sneaky one again.
At the end, there's like this rail shooter part, and there's probably like 6 Kerotans that you have to like shoot as you're driving past them. It's really tough.
That's brutal.
So this is the pain boss fight. Before you kill him, make sure you get the Kerotan that's chilling up there on the roof. You might be able to get this one after you kill him, although I wouldn't try to do that. I would get that and then kill the boss. So.
Do you know if, say, you shoot one and you then registers you got it and you die, do you have to shoot it again?
You shoot it and then you die.
Like say that fight you were just doing. Yeah.
When you die, you continue, and I think the continue just loads you back into like the checkpoint. So if you die, I would get it again.
Oh, better be safe.
I would get it again. This is right as you exit to the caves that we fought the pain in. The first thing you see is this Kerotan. Well, the first thing you see are these flying platform things, but there's Kerotan just to the left.
Oh.
So there's a fork in the road. The game wants you to go right. We're going to go left. This is where you get the sniper rifle to kill the end early, if you want to do that. also, if you want to know how to do that, we made a video guide for all the achievements related to the end.
I was going to say, those looked familiar.
Yeah. I actually really struggled with this one. But there's 2 guards here. You can take them down. And then the Kerotan is in directly ahead in that corner. There's like a drainage pipe thing, and the Kerotan's in there. And I really struggle. I thought he was under the dock somewhere. So you're going to watch me flounder here for a second.
Yeah, we're just looking around. We're going to check on this guard, make sure he's okay.
He's fine.
Yep.
What's your favorite Metal Gear game? Which one?
I gotta say, Revengeance really rose up after I played it.
So good,
just
dude.
Great soundtrack, and I love button mashing, button time stuff. I know there's a lot of people that don't like that, like QuickTime events, but I'm a big fan.
This man, you should have seen Luke play Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 3, the story mode. He's a maniac.
QuickTime events
Reflexes.
are my life, and I think that grew on me. And also too, I love the little side DLC where you get to play as...
Oh yeah, no, great DLC.
Yep, great DLC. So that's grown on there.
Revengeance was such a great game, and granted, it's not totally like a Metal Gear game. Like people would probably poo-poo on you for that. I wouldn't. I think it's
but
honorable mention.
I really want to play Phantom Pain. I think that's on my radar next to play.
Yeah. I liked 5. I had a good time. It's fun 100%. But very... You didn't play Peace Walker, did you?
Nope.
Very base buildy, kind of like base management type stuff, which, I mean, I don't know.
Did I ever tell you I played Acid on the PSP?
Yeah, I remember. I remember I borrowed your PSP when I went on a train ride once.
Oh, nice,
and I played Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core?
Yeah, yep. Which, did you know they remastered that now too?
I did, yeah.
Crazy.
So real quick, this is the area that you fight the Fear in. You're not going to fight him yet. You come through this area before you fight him, before the sun rises, and you go to Granny Gork Labs. Make sure you get that Kerotan before you kind of make your way through the lab, because when you come back, he won't be there.
Oh, not the same.
Not the same. You spend a lot of time at Granny Gorky, but you're always on like a different side of it, so it's very big facility. You can't come, like, once you're done with this area, you can't come back through here. So, like, even though you're going to be at Granny Gorky, you got to get these now.
Do we meet Granny Gorky?
No, I don't know if that's a person.
It just was like, like someone named the building after their granny.
Yeah, definitely. I remember I was doing research for this, and someone on Reddit was all like, "Are the places in Metal Gear Solid 3 real places?" And someone commented, "Yes, Russia's a real place." That was very cute.
That's good.
Okay, so now we are in the lab. Things get a little complicated in here, but I've labeled all the rooms, so you should be able to find everything pretty easily. This is like the main kind of area when you first walk in. There's one on top of the lockers. I showed some stairs. You need to go down the stairs, which brings you here into these cells. This is the East Wing. Make sure you're in the East Wing. This is where they keep all the prisoners, all the bad boys. Ooh. And in the last one, there is a frog. The game doesn't make you come down here, and they gave him a poster for some reason.
That's why that frog's in there.
I would stay in there. Okay, so this is the West Wing. We've gone down a different flight of stairs. The game does want you to go this way to continue the story. And then there's actually a lot of like weapons in here. There's it doesn't matter.
Maybe arm yourself.
In this room, there's a scientist who kind of hangs out in here, and there's Kerotan sitting on this I don't know, desk, nightstand.
Yeah, hanging out. The scientist was experimenting on him, I bet.
They're trying to make that's what the Metal Gears were based on, frogs. A lot of people don't know that.
Metal ribbit.
Okay, so we've left Granny Gorky and we've come back through the warehouse, but a different way. And you'll get a call from Eva right here. After the call ends, turn around, look out. There's a frog hanging out up there. Oh, very easy to miss this.
Yeah,
one.
that was another. Geez, these are tough. You gotta have some eagle eyes.
Yeah. Okay, so this area is kind of big, a little complicated. This is where the game wants you to go. There is a little trap door right here. You can fall down here and die. It's covered up.
Watch out for that.
Yeah, watch out for that. But just above it, kind of next to this log, is a frog. Now, we are going to go to the back right area of this place, and there's like an enemy base. But the game, you don't have to go here, so it's very easy to miss. So I'm going to show you how to do it. So from that last frog, kind of come back here, stick to the right. Lots of guards back here too, so be careful. Lots of traps. I don't fall for any of the traps because I'm too good at Metal Gear games. We're going to go that way. I know I shook my head no. That's probably very confusing for you, but we're going this way.
Okay. Oh, there we go.
Now we're in. Try and say that. How do you think we say that?
Groznyj
East. He missed the east.
I'm
and
feeling
then
that one to you.
in the back here, there's like this base. I think there's a armory and maybe like a food storage place. Couple guards, but chilling in this window is a frog.
Oh,
And I miss it. And I miss it again.
You shoot at
And
the
I miss it
glass.
again.
There we go.
Accuracy, not my middle name.
And then you dabbed on it. How could
And
you?
you dabbed
The
on it.
disrespect.
All right, so this is where you fight the end. The end boss fight is in a couple different areas. This is the one you kind of like start the fight in. If you stick to the left, there's an armory up here with, I think, a sniper rifle. I think it's got the Groznyj sniper rifle. And just behind the armory is the first frog we're going to find back here. How do you think we say this area? How do you pronounce it?
The Scorvino.
Scorvino. I love his films.
Yep.
So
Sylvester Scorvino.
So from this frog, you can go right or left. There's a frog in kind of either area, but we'll just go right first because why not? Watch out for the end. He will snipe you if you're not careful and just running around here. But when you make your way to the north Scorvino, there is a frog not very far from where you pop out on the right-hand side.
Oh.
No. But the end could be anywhere back here, so be careful.
Do you think he set these frogs out here to distract you?
Who do you think said the? I've never.
I think we need to talk about the
lore.
big brain that the frogs are probably behind all the Metal Gears.
They're the Patriots.
They're the
lolly. Okay, so from that armory frog that we backtracked to the armory. From there, we're gonna go west, Scorvino West, and there's like a little stream down to like kind of like a waterfall thing, and there is a little frog chilling in this alcove.
Oh, there he is, a tranquil frog, if you will.
Yeah, very meditative frog. Okay, so now we have beaten the end, and it makes you like go through this tunnel. One of these pillars on the side we can't see is a frog. This one's very sneaky, and that is the iconic ladder of Metal Gear Solid 3 that takes like 8 minutes to climb, and the song plays. My favorite part of the game. I love that song. But yeah, make sure you don't miss that one. This is like a big checkpoint. You can't come back here, so.
Yep. You'll know. You'll see that ladder. You'll know.
You'll hear the song, and you'll be like, feast on a tree frog. What the? Why does that speak to me on an emotional level? You spend a lot of time getting camo in this game, but you really only need the active camo.
Yeah, so you might as well just, get all the frogs.
And then when you start a new game, everything's a lot easier. Everything's a lot easier.
But I think right now we're in a mountainous region. What was that, a helicopter?
Yeah.
Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
He just circles around looking for Snake.
Dang.
Would you ever want to go to Russia?
Nah.
Me neither. I have no desire to go to Russia.
I think there's some cool places.
Real pretty
in architecture.
girls. Pretty girls live in Russia.
Yeah, I'll give it that too. But I just feel like if I was going to go someplace over in like kind of, that area around there, I'd probably go to like Europe or maybe like, more towards like Japan or something.
Yeah, Japan and Russia, no neighbors. But yeah, you're right. I'm kind of over pretty women too. I'm kind of over that phase.
Yeah. Got to leave some for the rest of Russia out there.
Yeah, I mean those poor Russians, they need something, right? Sorry for anyone watching from Russia. Although no one is playing Metal Gear Solid 3 in Russia, right? Like.
Maybe.
Oh, you fight a lot of Russians in this game. Okay, so up here there is a big cutscene that plays where you watch a bunch of stuff happen. But you need to equip your sniper rifle, and way out in the distance there's a frog. You will not be able to hear this one when you shoot it, but it'll do a little jump. Maybe shoot a couple more times because it'll jump in like a different direction too. So make sure you got that one, because again, you can't get it later. I think there's only one frog that you can see earlier in the game. You can get it, but if you don't, you have a second chance to get it. But I think 1 out of 60.
Yeah, for the most part, you just got to make sure you're on this.
Yeah. And then when you come in here, down at the bottom of these stairs, there's one hanging out on the shelf up there.
Oh, that one looks a little easier to find. Okay.
Yeah, that one's a lot easier.
Yeah.
And you can hear it.
Some of these are like hidden in a crack behind a wall.
Yeah, no. Some of these are, well, they're about to get real tough.
Oh, gosh.
So this is the Fury boss fight. This is right when you start. Behind you, there's a little ledge you can jump up on, and there's some red pipes up here, and you shoot the Kerotan.
Can't even see that one.
Yeah, tiny little guy. I don't know why I equipped the thermal goggles.
Can you see them with thermal?
They don't glow or anything.
Oh.
They're like a slightly different shade of green. So now we've entered Groznyj Grad Southwest. We are no longer in the lab. We are in the, I don't know what this is, hangar.
Yeah.
And in hangar 67, there's a little Kerotan.
That's all they store in there.
So this area is pretty confusing. We are going to I'm going to use this area as a checkpoint. The game makes you go in there to continue the story. I'm wearing special camo that like no one can suspect me of being a bad guy, so I can walk around freely. Game wants you to go in that door. We're not going to go in that door yet. Instead, from the northeast, which is our checkpoint, we are going to go to the southeast, which is where they keep the torture room.
Cool.
So this building is the torture chamber, but we are going to go up on the roof of it real quick and get our first, I guess our second Kerotan in this area.
Are they torturing the Kerotan up here?
No, but they're about to be torturing snakes.
Cool. That would be really hilarious if you found like a Kerotan like on a torture table in here or something. Like I know they're in some funny spots, like just hidden wise, but
yeah.
I think
I feel like they could have been in funnier spots.
Yeah, that could have been a gem, I think.
Okay, so from the roof, just come back down here, and we are now going to go inside the torture room.
Oh.
No, very scary. It's called the torture room, but it's a whole building. There's several rooms in here.
You probably should have called this the torture building then, eh?
So there's a Kerotan under this desk, and there's a guard. I also forgot that you can't equip a gun while wearing this specific uniform. So I'm going to knock this guard out.
Bam,
and
bam.
Then I'm going to change clothes, and then I'm going to shoot that frog.
Okay.
Yeah, look at that.
Took that guy out. You gave him the Healy kick.
I gave him the CQC. All right, so back in the northeast, again, this is our reference point. And now we are going to go left, and we are going to go to the, what is this, northwest? Yeah, northwest, still got it. There's like a big kind of like chase scene that happens here, but we are going to, look at this frog. There's actually another frog you get in this area, but you can't see it from here. You have to go inside. You can see where it's supposed to be, but it's not there. You have to go inside and shoot out, and that's how you get it. Very strange.
Tricky area.
Yeah. Okay, so back in the northeast. This frog is in the northeast. This one takes a really long time to get to. So we are going to run all the way into the back right corner. There's a little like drainage canal we need to crawl into.
Oh, man.
And then we need to go essentially back to where we started.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So eat that rat if you want. Cool thing about playing on easy is the easy gun, you don't lose stamina when you have the gun equipped.
Oh,
So
beautiful.
they really do. That easy gun makes things.
You might as well. You're doing a collectible run at this point, probably.
All right, so and then halfway down on the right, there's a channel you can go down, and there's a frog waiting for you right here.
Just hanging out in the sewer in its natural habitat.
He's a cute one. I know they all look the same, but he's especially cute.
My favorite.
Yeah. Okay, and now we are back in the northeast. Now we are going to go inside this hangar. Again, this is in here is where you get this uniform. It might behoove you to go in here and get this uniform and come back outside, because none of the guards mess with you when you wear this, and you have the Raiden mask. You need that too to complete the look.
Get the whole look. Steal his look.
So also when you wear this uniform, none of these doors are locked, which is kind of nice. And in the room next to where we put Rykov in the locker is a Kerotan that you can shoot. So, yeah. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, so here's, if you go through that door, it's a huge point of no return. So there's 2 guards there. You can kill them. You can knock them out. They're probably going to see you when you get this frog, so you need to do something. But if you look outside on this lamppost, there's another frog up there. This is the frog that I talked about.
Oh, yep.
And I think you might have a second chance to get this one later in the game. I know I mentioned that earlier. It might be that one. I can't remember.
But we're all about getting it as soon as you can.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah.
All right, so now we have escaped. We got captured. We got tortured. We fled. Now we fought the sorrow. Fought is a strong word. But this is right as we regain control of Snake in the real world in Tikhogorji. And there's a frog right there. You can come back and get that one once you have all your gear, but you do have a gun when you spawn, so you might as well get it.
Get that 6-shooter.
But now we have met Eva in the waterfall. There's a really funny cutscene. It doesn't matter. You have all your gear back. This is the way the game wants you to go. In this room, there's a big ladder, but before you climb the ladder, there's a frog on a pipe.
Oh, where's that frog?
If you were going to make a game, what kind of collectibles would you have, and how many would there be?
There would be
Collectibles are a big point of contention at the right bumper office.
Yeah, there would be a respectable amount. Looking at you, Alan Wake, you're actually the worst game ever for the sheer amount of collectibles you put me through. I think a nice even like 30, maybe 40, depending on the length of the game. And I think I would want it to be in silly spots. You know, I would want you to find like.
Would you make achievements tied to finding all your collectibles?
I think at least one or two.
One or two? Like one for the first one and then the next one for all of them?
I think
classic,
so.
Classic. This is during the Vulcan boss fight. Pretty difficult boss fight. But to the upper left, there is a Kerotan as soon as you spawn in. And through the magic of editing, I got it my first try. I did not miss those 2 shots, and I did not get hit by lightning.
And then, the disrespect.
And I do a little dance. All right, now, things are about to get very difficult. Here is my tip. After every you enter a new area, there's one Kerotan in every area. After you enter the area, save. There's just one that you have to get, and if you save, you can reload the checkpoint, and it spawns you where you start the area. This one's pretty easy. It's kind of the first stop on the motorcycle. You can get all these with your sniper rifle, which is what I recommend. A lot of people use the RPG, which I do not recommend. I think
gosh.
I don't think it's worth it. It's bigger, like, area. I missed so many shots.
But at what point just start firing?
This one's not too bad. You do stay here for a really long time. So I said there's one in every area. This is the second area that you kind of like load into. All right, now things are really tough. This is the first runway area. On the left, on top of one of these signs, probably like the 4th or 5th one down, there's a frog. You can see it from a really long ways away, but you're swerving all over the road on a motorcycle. You got people shooting at you and hitting you. That throws your aim off. This is tough to get. When you enter the runway, save, because you do not have a lot of opportunity to hit this. If you do hit it, you will be able to hear it as you drive by it, and it'll also bounce around just like all the other ones. So this is tough. And then on the second runway, just as difficult, there is a Kerotan on the right-hand side this time. Probably on the second sign down. Again, a lot of time to get these, but like it's tough. These are tough. These took me a while.
Yeah, that's some tough shots to hit.
And there's going to be more tough ones too, so buckle up.
I'm scared.
This is when you shoot the C4 on the bridge. There's a Kerotan here, but from where you spawn, you can't actually see it. You need to stand up, move forward. You might just be able to stand up and see it, but stand up and move forward if you can. Maybe you can't. But there's a little frog right there.
I think this would have been another prime one. The frog's like on the C4.
That would have been a good one.
Yeah.
They should, give me like that, a real easy one. This is the Shagohod boss fight. There's 2 phases of this fight. You can get it in either phase, but on the second phase, you're off the motorcycle and running around. It's a little easier to get, and you can get run over by the Shagohod. But just below that like radio tower thing, there's a frog right there.
Oh, I thought you were about to tell me it's on the Shagohod, and I was gonna lose my mind.
That would have been a good one too.
Imagine trying to like shoot it on this guy though.
We should have been in charge.
Yeah,
of this.
I'm saying, come back, get us on the next round over here.
All right, so we're back on the motorcycle. We're running around. This is a pretty long, lengthy area, but at the end of it, this is the only area that has like these roadblock things, and for a second you're able to hit that frog. And then immediately we are in a new area, and pretty early on there's another frog. I think it's right in front of a rock in front of us. Yeah. And again, you're still being chased by bad guys. I don't know how I got that.
Yeah, that almost didn't look like you didn't get it.
No, but I did. And then this is the last difficult one to get, the very next area. Again, pretty early on, I think on top of a rock, right as we come down this hill, there's a frog. So, again, I use the sniper rifle. I really do think that's the best bet. Maybe a machine. I haven't experimented with the machine gun during that level.
That's probably a lot of kick. Too.
It does,
maybe,
yeah. People swear by the RPG. I don't. We're not an RPG household here. We use the sniper rifle.
But hey, maybe if you're struggling, there's an alternative to try. But this is what we're getting success with.
In that last area, make sure you stick to the right-hand side. That's where you find that like tree bridge thing when you're telling Eva where to go. Also, fun fact, when you're with Eva here and you have to like fix her, you can see her medical history, and she's got some breast implants in her medical history, which is just a funny little Metal Gear Easter egg for you. All right, so this is the last one. This is the boss fight. It's just on top of a tree in this big dumb field. Boss is gonna beat you up.
Bam.
Or am I gonna beat her up? Because
Oh,
I'm
no.
really good at Metal Gear. It's just in the back, kind of on the right-hand side. Yeah, just chilling up there.
Oh.
And then when you get the last frog, the achievement will pop. So
Oh my
this
gosh.
is where you know you got them all. or
Yeah,
not.
so if you get to this point and it doesn't pop after you shoot that, you know
Just-
you're in trouble.
Yeah, you know you're
Oh,
in trouble.
Yeah. But hey, don't be in trouble. Watch this
Watch
guy.
this guide.
Slow it down. Prepare yourself for what's
You
going to
know,
come.
make some cocoa. Get a blanket. Snuggle up. Also, I didn't show it, but when you beat the game, at the very end, you'll get stealth camo, and the achievement for flying under the radar will pop too.
Excellent.
So, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed getting these achievements and making the video for you. There's a bunch of Metal Gear Solid 3 achievement guides on the channel. There's a bunch of Metal Gear Solid 2 achievement guides on the channel. There's a bunch of what else we got?
You got Aliens Dark Descent. You got Barn Finders.
You got Choo Choo Charles. You got Warhammer Martyr 40K. You got Warhammer Bolt Gun. You got what else? Crash Bandicoot.
You got a few Crash Bandicoots. You also got some
House Flipper.
House Flipper, some Battlefield 2042.
You got
Metal,
Splinter Cell.
Metal Gear.
I think we got all.
We got Revengeance.
There's some Metal Gear Revengeance. The point is, hey, please follow the channel.
Follow.